Good morning, students. Today we will study supplementary reader, and the first lesson of supplementary reader is how the camel got his hump. Students, hump means a large round lump, a raised part that is seen on the back of camel is known as hump. If you have seen camel, you will see that on its back there is a raised part, a large round lump that is seen on the back of the camel is known as hump. This is a story in which you will study how a camel got his hump on his back. Earlier, camel has not hump on his back, but how he has got this hump on his back? What was the reason? Who had given this hump? How he had found this hump? This story we will study. This story relates the events when the world was created in the beginning, and the animals were working for human beings like dog, ox, horse, camel, etc. The animals were doing the work of human beings and they were getting food. But there was a camel who was sitting in the middle of the desert, and he was very lazy. He did not want to work, so he was sitting in the middle of the desert. And if any other animal was going to him and saying to work, the camel was only answering by saying hump. Once horse had gone to him and he advised him to work, to go from that place to move. He said hump. Then dog had come and he told him to do the work for human being. Again he said hump. Then ox had gone and he told the camel, he advised the camel to work. Again he said hump. And when the man knew this, he advised the ox, the horse and the dog to work double to make up the work of that camel. But these three animals were angry and they did not want to work double time. And they held a meeting, and in charge of that desert was jinn. Jinn is a supernatural power, and when jinn knew this, he gave a hump on the back of that camel. This story we will study in this lesson. The students, open all of you and see the first chapter, how the camel got his hump. Hump, I have told you that a large round lump on the back of camel. Students, open your book, all of you. How the camel got his hump. See you. In the beginning, when the world was new, when the world was newly created, all the animals were given to work for human beings. See, in the beginning, when the world has new and the animals were just beginning to work for man, there was a camel and he lived in the middle of a howling desert. There was a camel in the very beginning of the creation of this world, when the animals were working for human beings. There was a camel and he was living in the middle part of a howling desert. He did not want to work. This was the reason. Why was he living there? Because he was very lazy. He was very lazy. He was very lazy. And he did not want to work. He ate sticks. He was eating sticks. Sticks of just like branches of the tree that are green, that are to be eaten by him. And thorns and prickles. Prickles means also thorns. Prickles, thorns. Thorns, prickles. The camel was eating sticks, just like twigs and thorns and prickles. And when anybody spoke to him, he said, hum, just hum, and no more. Students, if anybody was going there and he was giving suggestion to him, telling him, advising him to do work, the camel was only saying hum, 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 and nothing. Now say the story further. Presently the horse came to him on Monday morning. It was Monday and one animal, horse was there. He came to that camel with a saddle on his back. Saddle is seat of rider. Saddle, seat of rider. Students, the person who sits on horseback, he rides the camel, he rides the horse, is known as rider. Seat of rider is saddle. One day, as it was Monday morning, the horse came with saddle on his back. And he told something to camel and he said to the camel, "O camel, come out and trot like the rest of us." Trot means move. Trot means move. Trot means move. The horse came to the camel on that morning. It was Monday, and he advised camel to walk, to move, to go from that place and work. Come out and trot like the rest of us. Horse said. But the camel responded. Camel said, hum, said the camel, and the horse went away and told the man. When camel said hum, then the horse went back and he went to the man and told what had happened. Means how camel told hum only. Present second chance came to the other animal. It was a dog. Presently means soon. Presently, soon. Now another animal. Presently the dog came to him. Him is camel. Next time a dog came to the camel with a stick in his mouth. The dog was taking a stick in his mouth. Figure has been given you, you can see. And the dog said to the camel, "O camel, come and fetch." Fetch means bring. Fetch means bring. Fetch means bring. The dog advised camel to bring and carry like the rest of us. The dog advised camel to bring and carry the loads or the things whatever is given by the man. Like man has given or provided the work to the dog to take the sticks in his mouth, so he was taking. He also advised camel to do so, but the camel said hum. Hum, said the camel. and the dog went away and told the man. First of all, horse had gone to the camel to advise him. Secondly, or second time, dog had gone there to the camel to advise him. But third time, what happens? Let's see. Presently, the ox came to him. Ox. Third time, ox came to him. Him means camel. Second time, third time, and ox went to the camel with a yoke on his neck. Yoke means wooden bar. Yoke means wooden bar. Yoke means wooden bar. If you have seen the plowing of field by the farmer, when a farmer plows the field, he puts a wooden bar on the shoulders of oxen. As you know that two oxen plow the field, so wooden bar is kept on the shoulder. That is known as yoke. Presently the ox came to him with the yoke on his neck and said, now the ox came with the yoke on his neck and said, camel, O camel, come and plow like the rest of us. The ox advised the camel to do work, to plow the field like he was doing. But the camel said, hum. Hum, said the camel, and the ox went away and told the man. Ox also had gone to the man and told what had happened. At the end of the day, the man called the horse and the dog and the ox together. In the evening, the man called all of three, horse, dog and ox, and he asked them and said, 303, I am very sorry for you. And the man was feeling sorry for them, and he was telling, but that hump thing in the desert cannot work, or he would have been here by now. So I am going to leave him alone, and you must work double time to make up for it. The man told the three, the man told the ox, horse and dog, that the hump thing means the camel that was sitting in the middle part of the desert could not work. So these three animals should work double time and they should make up for him. But these three animals, ox, dog and horse, were unhappy. They were angry. You see, that made the three very angry, and they held a panchayat on the edge of the desert. In the end of the desert, the horse, dog and ox, these three held a meeting, panchayat, in the end of the desert, and the camel came chewing cud and laughed at it. There the camel came, and he was opening and closing his mouth. He was chewing cuds. Students, you have seen in your village animals like ox, like a buffalo or camel. After eating their food, the food that they eat first time remains at some place in their stomach, and when they are sitting, they again a small amount of that food they bring to their mouth again, and they chew, they crush it, they bite it into pieces, and they again swallow it. That is known as chewing cud. And camel also went there, chewing cuds, and laughed at them, and he was laughing at them. Then he said hump and went away again. And then he said hump and went from that place. Presently there came along the jinn who was in charge of all the desert, rolling in a cloud of dust. In charge of that desert was a jinn, and he was rolling in a cloud of dust. there was a cloud of dust. Particles of dust were moving into the air, and the jinn was rolling there. He came. Jinn of all deserts said the horse. Then horse said to the jinn, "A jinn of all deserts, is it right for anyone to be idle?" Idle means lazy. Idle means lazy. Now, horse was complaining against camel, and he was asking jinn whether it was right to be lazy. Then jinn replied, "Certainly not." Jinn said that certainly it is not good. It is not right to be lazy. Students, in this way, you are studying about the story of camel, how he had got hung. Well said the horse, "There is a thing in the middle of your desert with a long neck and long leg, and he has not done a stroke of work. Since Monday morning he won't trot." Then horse said, "Jinn, there is a thing," means that is camel, "sitting in the middle part of the desert, and he had long leg, long neck, and he had done not anything since Monday morning. He won't trot, he had not moved from that place." We said the jinn, whistling. Then the jinn showed his expression unwillingly, and he said that it is not good. "That is my camel. What does he say about it?" Jinn said it was his camel, and what he said? Then ox said, "He said hump, and he won't plow." Then ox said that the camel did not want to plow the field, only he said hump. "Very good," said the jinn, "I will hump him if you will kindly wait a minute." Then the jinn told the ox, horse, and the dog that he would provide a hump to the camel. This is the first part, students. After that, there will be discussion over questions next day. Then I will continue further. Thank you.